Okay guys, today is the day. I'm actually going to do my first capture with my new Quad Cortex here, and I'm going to see how this turns out, and I'm going to share the experience with you guys. And no matter how it turns out, I'm going to show you what it sounds like. And if it turns out amazing, I'll upload it to the cloud for free, and you guys can just check it out for yourselves and tell me what you think. So it's finally official. I have my account all set up in the cloud and everything. Just look me up under Tone Wars and you'll find me there. And this free capture will be there waiting for you to try out. Now I have everything all set up, plugged in, dialed in, and ready to go. And I gotta tell you, the diagram that's on the screen here on the QC is really handy. I didn't have to read any books or watch any videos about it. It's all right here, step by step, with pictures and everything. So it was super easy to hook up and get everything going. I have all my levels set and everything is about as good as it can get. So I'm going to be profiling the EBH Stealth red channel. And as you know, there's Easter eggs in that amplifier, and I'm utilizing those. So I have the gain set on the blue channel just right so that the red channel is really tight and aggressive. And I got the mics set up just perfect and everything. I'm using 3 mics for this profile. I have 2 SM57s placed in all the sweet spots on the speaker, along with a ribbon mic, which is the Royer 121, to add that thickness and that full-bodied sound. And this is going to sound really freaking cool, I hope. So let's go ahead and start the capture process right now, and once it's done, I'll put a bunch of effects in there and dial them in so that they sound really good in a mix, and then I'll play some riffs for you and play it in a full mix and share my thoughts with you about this entire experience. Here we go. All right, we are done. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, and then I'm going to play a few riffs on the amplifier, and I'm going to play a few riffs on the capture and see how close the capture came to the real amp. Okay, so pay attention to the screen. When you see the amp and cab on the screen like you do right now, that means I'm playing the amplifier. When you don't see those there, that means I'm playing the Quad Cortex. Let's see how they compare. Well, that sounds damn close to me. Now, I'll have to listen to them side by side when I do the editing. So I had to turn off the amp and reconfigure the way I have things hooked up here on the QC in order to play it through the monitors and stuff. But so far, I think minimally it sounds really good. So what I'm going to do next is put in the overdrive and tweak the amplifier if needed and put in some effects and stuff like that. And I'm going to be listening through my Kali Audio IN8 monitors here in the room. So I'm going to take my in-ears out and just dial everything in and tell you what I think after I get it all finalized. I don't have any pedals in the chain at all right now. It's just raw amp tone, and again, so far, so good. Now, I tried to put a camera up on the screen here earlier, and I spent a half an hour trying to get it to look good, and it just looks really washed out and crappy. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do here. First, I'm going to dial in the noise gate, because as soon as I put an overdrive in front of the amp, it's going to get real noisy. So I'm going to start off with a noise gate, then I'm going to do the overdrive and tell you what I think there, and I'll tell you what drive I pick and everything, and we'll just listen to it together and see what it sounds like. All right, I got my noise gate in, works really well. Here it is with it. Here it is without. So yeah, it's taking all the hiss out, and I'll probably have to make some adjustments to that as soon as I put in the overdrive. Let me find an overdrive in here. Let's try the red drive. Let's pull that up. All right, so I'm going to turn the drive all the way down, level all the way up, and see what we got. Sounds killer. I'm still using my in-ears right now, and I'll switch to the monitors as soon as I get some other effects in there. It just makes it easier to keep my in-ears in for now. Let's go ahead and add some modulation. And again, this will be free up on the cloud under my profile there under Tone Wars. And let's see, chorus. Where is a good chorus pedal? Dream Chorus. I bet you this is probably John Petrucci's chorus pedal. I hope so. The Dreamscape sounds like it would be that. I'm very familiar with that pedal because I actually have one and I love it. So let's see how it sounds right out of the box here, and then I'll tweak it further if needed. Yeah, need to tweak that. That's pretty extreme. Yeah, the mix is too high. So let's take the mix down to, let's go down to 45% and just see where we're at. Yeah, it's still too high. I don't like a real washy chorus. Let's take it down to 35% and let's slow it down a bit. I don't like it too warbly. I'm on chorus 1 on there. That's what's telling me this is probably the Dreamscape because there's 2 choruses. The first one is a lot thicker sounding, so let's see how this sounds now. Yeah, that sounds really good. So now let's add some delay, because I'm all about that delay. So far, this is really easy to use. I've used one of these before several months back, but it's not really hard to refamiliarize myself with it. Ping pong delay. Let's do some ping pong. All right, I'm going to take my in-ears out because I want to hear it through the monitors now and tell you what I'm experiencing like in the room now with my really nice monitors and taking the in-ears out. Sounds freaking killer. All right, great delay. I love the ping pong separation here. So I like, for leads anyways, I like the delay to be around 800, 850 milliseconds. It's at 500 right now, which is actually great for rhythms. But I just want to just dial it in for a lead patch. Let's see here. So I'm going to turn the sync off, I think. Yeah, turn the sync off, and then I can adjust the delay time. I'll put it at 800 and see how it sounds with that. All right, let's check this out. That sounds awesome. You should hear it in the room here. It just sounds awesome. I hope you're watching this video through like your stereo system in your living room or whatever. This just sounds huge. I had the chorus on during that whole time too. So now that I have these dialed in, let's go ahead and switch to stomp mode. There we go. And I'm going to turn things on and off and just check them out. So make sure I got all these buttons lined up here. So that's the chorus, yep, purple chorus. Okay, so I'm going to play a little bit with the chorus pedal off, again with the lead setting, you know, with the delay and stuff on, and see what that sounds like. Oh, that sounds really good. Oh my God, it sounds glorious in this room here. It sounds really good. So let's turn off all the effects here. I'm going to turn off the delay, and let's just play the raw amp tone with the overdrive. I do like this red drive very much. I have the drive at 0, tone in the middle, level all the way up, and the mode, there's a mode switch on here, high and low. I got it at high. And I just think it sounds really good. But let's play it some more through the studio monitors. And I want to see how good this capture really sounds in a room. Like, this will be my first time playing it dry through my monitors. And then I'll give you my thoughts on that. Man, it sounds freaking killer. Oh my God. So let's make some adjustments to the amp tone here. I mean, it's great for leads. There's a lot of gain in there and it's perfect for leads, but let's tighten up the gain a little bit here. Let's just bring it down a hair and see if we can just tighten it up for a good rhythm tone. Yeah, I just brought the gain down a little bit and it worked really well. So I think with this particular capture, you can use it for both rhythm and lead. Just turn the gain down a little bit for your rhythm patch and turn it up for your lead patch and you're good to go. I mean, I just think it sounds killer and the feel is great. I mean, as soon as I engaged the pedal, the feel of the amplifier just kicked in and it just felt really responsive, just like an overdrive does, you know, it's normal. And I just love how the amp sounds with the overdrive especially. I'm an overdrive guy, you know, I mean, you guys who follow my channel, you guys know that. I love overdrive pedals, and this red one, whatever that's based on, is kick-ass. I really like it a lot. So, I mean, this actually went a lot better than I expected. This is literally my first capture, and I think it turned out really freaking good. And I'm happy with it, and the effects were super easy to dial in, super easy to find. This really couldn't have gone any better, to be honest with you. It really couldn't have. And another thing that I want to point out here, I do a lot of Kemper profiles, and I love doing them. They always turn out really good as well. But the one big difference that I noticed between doing them on the Quad Cortex and the Kemper is I tried to use my Rev G8 pedal, which is the noise gate pedal, when I'm doing my Kemper profiles, but for some reason the Kemper just doesn't like it. It always says noise gate detected, blah, 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 and it stops the profile, and no matter what, it keeps stopping me. No matter how I set the pedal up, it stops me. And the last time I tried to use it, I used the same settings. I didn't change the settings at all on it, and I used those same exact settings when I did the profile with the Quad Cortex, and the Quad Cortex had no problem with it at all. So that's something to take note of. So I can use a noise gate when I use the Quad Cortex when I'm doing profiles, so there's no amp noise at all. All that hum and hiss and all that stuff that amps make, especially high gain amps like the EVH Stealth with the red channel, which is ridiculous, all of that noise was gone. So I was able to make a pure, very clean profile for you on this, or capture, whatever you want to call it, and I think it turned out really good, and I can't wait to do the editing and see how the capture compares to the actual amplifier. But I was really pleased once again with the fact that I can use a noise gate with the Quad Cortex. Maybe there's a trick that you can do to use it with the Kemper, but I haven't found that trick yet. But I'm definitely going to, and any of you who do Kemper profiles, if you know what that trick is, please post that in the comment section, because I really need some help on that. That being said, my Kemper profiles still turn out really good without the noise gate, but I'd rather use it. All right, now that we have everything all dialed in, let's see how it sounds in a full mix. Dude, that was freaking amazing. I can't believe that just minutes ago, I did the capture and dialed in all of these effects and everything, and I was ready to do a full mix with it. I was performance ready in a matter of minutes. I mean, that is a great testament to how quick and easy this product is. Okay, so look me up in the cloud under Tone Wars, and make sure you follow me, and you can get this whole preset with all the effects and everything for free. And I think you're really going to like it. I like it. I think it turned out amazing. I can literally go on stage with this right now and be 100% happy with the way it sounds and, very importantly, how it feels. Well, I'm looking forward to doing some more videos about this unit, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on those. And to all my subscribers and Patreon supporters, thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, and click the bell so that you can be notified every time I either go live or come out with new episodes. Well, I got a lot of great stuff coming up for you guys, and I will see you on the next video.